If you're planning to sell your home in the Bay Area, your pricing strategy will determine almost everything. It will determine how many showings you get, how many offers you receive, how long your home sits on the market, and ultimately how much money you'll walk away with. And here's the part most sellers don't realize. Overpricing doesn't just risk sitting longer, it can actually cost you money. In today's Bay Area market, especially heading into 2026, where things are more balanced and buyers are more analytical, pricing mistakes are more dangerous than ever. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the biggest pricing mistakes Bay Area sellers make and how to avoid them. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Mauricio Torres, a local Bay Area real estate agent. I post weekly videos to help homeowners and buyers make smart real estate decisions in this market. Now let's get into it. The first major mistake is pricing based on what you need instead of what the market supports. I hear this way too often. I need to get at least this much. We want to net this number. Our next home costs this much. The problem is the market doesn't care what you need. Buyers look at comparable sales. They look at active listings. They compare your home side by side with others in your neighborhood. If your price doesn't align with the market data, they simply move on. Pricing has to be strategic and not emotional. The second mistake is chasing the market instead of leading it. What I mean by that is this. A seller prices too high thinking they want to test the market. They sit for a few weeks, showing slow down, then they reduce the price. But here's what happens in the Bay Area. When a home sits, buyers assume something is wrong. Once you reduce the price, you're negotiating from a weaker position because the property has already lost momentum. The strongest offers typically come in the first 2 weeks when a listing feels fresh and competitive. If you miss that window, it becomes much harder to recreate that urgency. The third mistake is ignoring hyper-local trends. The Bay Area is not one single market. San Francisco behaves differently than Oakland. The Peninsula behaves differently than the East Bay. Even within the same city, one neighborhood could outperform another. Pricing based on broad headlines instead of hyper-local market data can be a huge mistake. Just because you saw an article about Bay Area prices rising or falling doesn't mean that applies to your specific block. Good pricing strategy is neighborhood specific and comp driven. The fourth mistake is overpricing because of upgrades. This one is super common. A seller invests heavily into renovations and assumes every dollar spent automatically translates into higher value. But buyers compare homes based on what similar properties have actually sold for, not what you invested. If comparable homes in your area are selling for $1.3 million and you spend $150,000 upgrading yours, that doesn't automatically make yours worth $1.45 million. Upgrades can help you sell faster and potentially attract stronger offers, but they still need price support from the market. And the fifth mistake is pricing without understanding buyer psychology. In the Bay Area, pricing slightly below a major threshold can increase exposure. For example, pricing at 1.298 instead of 1.305 may capture buyers searching under 1.3 million. Strategic pricing creates more visibility creates more showings create competition, and competition drives price. The goal here is not to price high and hope. The goal is to price intelligently and create leverage. As we move through 2026, buyers are watching interest rates, comparing properties carefully, and negotiating more thoughtfully than in the past years. That means sellers who price correctly from day one are the ones who win. Momentum is everything. The right price generates urgency generates offers, offer generates leverage. So if you're thinking about selling and want a personalized pricing strategy based on your neighborhood, condition, and current competition, feel free to reach out to me or comment price below and I'll connect with you directly. Also guys, if this video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for weekly Bay Area real estate updates. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.